Totri. We got DJ Danielle behind the Mac. And guys, it's time to meet us on Mill because Arizona State got the job done for the second consecutive time this week. The Sun Devils taking down the Cal Bears. Final score 71-69. It is a New Year's miracle. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe what I have just witnessed. Frankie Collins with an all-time masterclass in a Sun Devil uniform tonight against Cal. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into bottle service. We're going to get into the Bobby board. We're going to get into all of the fun. Not to mention the Arizona Wildcats.
Hey, wait. Congratulations at being top of the Pac-12.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We'll take.
You should have heard this man a half hour ago.
Undefeated in the pack, baby. You ain't got nothing in Tucson. Nothing but L's in Tucson. Guys, if you're new here, do us a favor. Hit that like button. Leave a 5-star review. Let us know what you enjoy about this podcast. We got JJ in the chat, Ernesto, Karen, Joe, LTC, Danny. We got everybody in here because we're going to have a little bit of a celebration to talk about as it relates to Arizona State. And look, I know we normally save bottle service for later in the show, but this is the best performance we've seen from a Sun Devil all season long. So let's just go ahead and give our flowers to Frankie Collins, getting bottle service tonight. 25 points, 6 steals for the Arizona State point guard. 10 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 2 of 3 from the charity stripe, 4 boards, 1 assist, and again, 6 steals in 31 minutes. He had 6 of Arizona State's 9 steals. Frankie Collins, take a bow. That was an all-time performance from an Arizona State Sun Devil who, guess what? Everybody during that 3-game stretch was talking, myself included, talking about how somebody needed to step up. If Arizona State was going to get out of this funk offensively, right? How long have we been talking about, hey, you need a guy. Against Stanford, you had a moment, right? You had a moment. Alonzo Gaffney, Jemiah Neal, you had guys in their moments. Tonight, you had a guy. You had a certified baller on the court tonight, and his name was Frankie Collins. And there's a reason that Frankie gets to wear the number 1 because that means something in sports. That means something in college athletics. There's a reason they get to wear that number. Frankie Collins deserves to wear that number 1 tonight because he led this Arizona State offense down the stretch to make this comeback possible, right? Because let's be real, again, same way against Stanford. We're talking about an Arizona State team that didn't really have any business winning this basketball game. If you watched it from start to finish, right? Stanford was up 16 points. They were up 43-27. And Frankie Collins said, hold my beer, Bobby, I got this. And he took over, right? He took over. Even early in the game when Arizona State was struggling, Frankie Collins was the reason that they kept it even remotely close. And Frankie Collins, look, what I love about Frankie's performance tonight is last year, if you rewind this whole thing, this whole Frankie Collins experiment at Arizona State, him transferring over from Michigan, you notice early on in his time at Arizona State last season, that this is a kid that didn't really know what type of point guard he was going to be. Was he going to be a scoring point guard? Was he going to be a facilitator? Was he going to do a little bit of both? Tonight, I think he punched his stamp. you know exactly what you're getting from Frankie Collins night in, night out. You're getting buckets, and you're forcing turnovers on the other end. You're throwing in a couple boards, you're throwing in a couple assists. Like, you can't ask for much more from Frankie Collins. I know they're dropping the ball in NYC. Frankie dropped the ball in California tonight. The only one that matters for the Sun Devils. 71-69. Again, Frankie Collins, take a bow. But look, this is a team effort, right? At the end of the day, Bobby's going to tell you everybody did it. He's going to give Frankie his 2 cents. He's going to give Frankie his flowers, and rightfully so. But let's go ahead, take a look at By the Numbers presented by Desert Financial Credit Union, Arizona's #1 credit union named by Forbes. Of course, the only number that matters is that final score. You guys can hold that L Cal, 71-69 in favor of the Devils. You look at the way these two teams shot from the field tonight, almost identical. Arizona State, 38.5% to Cal's 38.3%. Now, Arizona State, for once, Danielle, they shot better than their opponent from behind the arc, 32.3% from three. Again, my goodness, we haven't seen it a whole hell of a lot this season. Cal shooting just 18.5% from three. Now, these free throw numbers, normally you like to see Arizona State on the opposite side of this number because normally they're the ones taking 22 free throws. Not tonight. Arizona State, 11 of 14, pretty efficient. Cal on the other side, 18 of 22. The turnover numbers, Cal with 15, Arizona State with 12. The number that stands out most to me is that three-point percentage. Again, Frankie Collins leading the charge for Arizona State, shooting 3 of 5 from three. Adam Miller, 2 of 7 from three. Gaffney dropped 2 threes, right? Right then and there, you got a bunch of dudes who realistically have not shot the three ball well as a team. And I still think there is room for improvement, right? Gaffney, I love you, buddy. You don't need to be taking 10. You can dish those out, especially when you know it's Frankie's night. When you know that Frankie's the one balling. Honestly, if I'm Gaffney, I'm passing it out. I'm kicking it out to Frankie, and I'm letting him take the steering wheel of this whole thing. Because, look, Arizona State doesn't get it done tonight without Frankie Collins in an ASU uniform. Hands down. And now, look, can you keep it going? Can you keep it up? Can Arizona State and Frankie Collins continue what they've done the last 2 games? We'll see. But guess what? Tonight we're celebrating, so it don't even matter. It's a new year, and if this is the way that Arizona State can continue to play in the pack, in conference play, then you got yourself an exciting basketball team. Now, let's be real, okay? Let's be real. It was difficult to watch the majority of this game. Saul was in here. He was talking about it, giving me a little flack for it. Yeah, it's difficult, right? Because you know the talent that this team has. You can see it. You can see it out there. From time to time, Ace Wolf is pulling looking like a machine. Gaffney has his moments. Jemiah has his moments. Kamari Lands has his moments. And then you got a performance from Frankie Collins like this. This team has their moments, okay? Now, if you can string it together, right? If you can build that chemistry like we've seen, if you can find a way to get that winning culture, that clutch culture, that's important for this team. Those are the teams you don't want to play because you're up, what, 16? You're up 16 points and you're not done. The game's not over. I bet you Cal took their foot off the gas, right? Oh, they're just an ASU team. They lost to San Diego. They got, beat up by Northwestern and TCU. The Stanford game, as a fluke, right? As a fluke. Up 16 at home. It's New Year's Eve. They're going to quit. They're going to give up. They can't shoot. They can't rebound. They can't pass. Frankie Collins, again, hold my beer. I'll take care of it for you. That's how you do it. Now, you take that into a weak Pac-12 conference, you're talking about a team that could be dangerous. Because Saul brought it up, right? Conference record obviously means a whole hell of a lot when you're in conference play. Let me read you the top 4 teams. The top 4 teams in the Pac-12 right now. In the Pac-12 standings. Colorado 1, 2-0. Utah 2, 2-0. Oregon 3, 2-0. And your Arizona State Sun Devils 4, 2-0. The only 4 teams in the Pac-12 that don't have a conference loss yet. Hey, Arizona Wildcats. Hold that L. Because last I checked, Arizona State beat Stanford. And for everybody that didn't see the score, I just want you to know that the Arizona Wildcats lost 100-82 against the Stanford Cardinal earlier today. So I think that's justification for a like. I'd say if you dislike Arizona and you enjoyed the fact that Arizona State is one of 4 undefeated teams in conference play, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Look, we're going to continue talking Arizona State basketball here in a second. But first, I want to tell you about our friends over at Desert Financial Credit Union, the official retail banking partner of Arizona State University. And for more than 84 years, Desert Financial has been Arizona's largest, most trusted local credit union, dedicated to creating exceptional experiences by giving back to the community and providing financial solutions that make lives better. Now, if you're an Arizona sports fan, there's no better place to do your banking than Desert Financial Credit Union. It's the only place you can show your team spirit every time you make a purchase with exclusive debit cards branded with your favorite teams. Bring the boom and get fired up with the Arizona State University Visa debit card. And now is the time to show your ASU team spirit, especially on a 2-game win streak. Open a free checking account online and get $200 plus your choice of 3 Arizona State University Visa debit cards. Go to desertfinancial.com/ASU to get started. And now, look, when you sign up with Desert Financial Credit Union, you get that extra $200. And you're like, how can I turn this $200 into $600? I'll tell you. You head over to Gila River Resorts and Casinos, and you have a baller time. I've been telling y'all all week long, if you're looking for a place to bring in 2024, celebrate New Year's Eve, celebrate New Year's Day, you got to do it over at Gila River Resorts and Casinos because nobody does it better. They offer an authentic and immersive experience with an unprecedented level of entertainment and excitement that you aren't going to find anywhere else in the desert. They have not just set a high bar, they have set the highest bar here in the Valley. Look, their state-of-the-art gaming floor has it all with over 800 slot machines, 15 blackjack tables, and live table games, not to mention Arizona's largest casino sportsbook. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Visit playathila.com for more details. We got Tony in the chat, a lifelong Arizona Wildcat, saying, congrats, Devil fans. You are ranked ahead of the Cats. First place. Hey, take a bow. That is incredible. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Come on. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Do you not love college basketball? Tell me. This is the only place, college basketball, the only sport in reality that you see this much parity all the time. We're talking about the Arizona Wildcats were the number 1 team in the nation. Number 1. In Arizona State, in that same week, had lost to San Diego by 5 points. Not San Diego State, not the San Diego Chargers, none of them. San Diego, okay, by 5. And currently, Arizona State, if the season ended today and we were headed to the Pac-12 tourney, Arizona State would have a first-round bye, and Arizona would have to play. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy how sports work, how college basketball works? It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. We got Lance in the chat. Why do we suck so bad in the first half of every game? Can we come out with the same energy in the first half as we do in the second half? Look, I agree, okay? This team needs to find a way to get hot quicker. They need to find a way to get on these runs earlier in the game. I absolutely agree, okay? But look, if you want to pull the bright side out of this, if you look at that Stanford game, okay, on a couple days ago, you didn't see the ASU run till about the 5-minute mark. Okay, 5-minute mark left in the second half. At least this time it was about the 8-minute mark, right? They're working on it. They're working on it. I'm not sitting here telling you that they're going to be shooting lights out from the moment the first tip happens. I'm not telling you that's going to be the case. But if we could get to the Pac-12 tourney and you're talking about a team that finds a way to strictly be a second half team, that they can find a way to keep it close until we get to the second half and then they step on the gas, hey, I'll live with that. I'll live with that if this is what the comeback kids can do in the second half, right? Comeback kids against Cal. Winning by 2 points. That matters, right? And I don't like bringing in the football team and the basketball team. I don't like comparing them. But for this specific occasion, you talk about the football program at a certain point in the season when they just couldn't get it done. They were improving, but they couldn't get it done. They didn't know how to win. They didn't know how to be winners, right? Because winners find ways to get it done in crunch time. No matter what. Arizona State basketball, say what you would like about Bobby Hurley. Say what you would like about this offense. Say what you would like about this entire team. There's winners on this team. They find ways to get it done. And that's the type of team that you want. Those are the type of players that you want, right? Guys, when it's a 2-point game, you're down, 60 seconds to play. Frankie's got the ball, taking it up court. We got this. We've seen him do it before, right? That's the case. That's the case. If you're an Arizona State fan, I get it. I absolutely understand your frustrations, and I feel them as well, right? Offensively, you need to be better. You need to be more consistent. You need to find ways to facilitate as a team, right? The number of assists tonight, right? For Arizona State, just 3 assists. That's got to be better. Offensive rebounds, 6. That's got to be better. They had 0 assists and 0 offensive rebounds in the first half. You got to be better in those areas, but every team in college basketball, every team in college sports, even the number ones, can get better. And for Arizona State to find a way to get it done, to start conference play, is massive. What did we talk about after the loss to Northwestern in non-conference play? It's a new season. It's a new season, and you have to embrace the reality of that, okay? Because there are people that are like, oh, it's literally you're just going from non-conference to conference. You're playing new teams, right? No. It is a new season, and you have to treat it as such, okay? And this is huge because if you're an Arizona State basketball fan, for how long now has this week, right? This week in Arizona State basketball history, from Christmas week to New Year's, been the downfall of this team? How many times can we point back to this week in years past of Bobby Hurley coach teams and say, oh my God, the season would have been great, except you remember when they played Arizona to start conference play right before the new year? You remember when they played San Francisco in non-conference, right? How many times can we talk about that? And we've given Bobby a lot of flack. We've given Bobby a lot of flack in years past. We've given him flack this season. But the love and the apology, it has to be just as loud as the disrespect. Because it wasn't a great performance. But guess what? They won. They won. And we said it the other day when they beat Stanford. A win is a win. Okay? Because when you get to the end of the year, and we're talking Pac-12 tourney, we're talking NCAA tourney, all that shows up is a dub. You're not going to remember this. You're going to see the final score. You'll be like, oh my God, that was the game Frankie went nuts. You're not going to remember that they were down 16, right? If I ask you what happened week 1 with the Arizona Cardinals, do you remember? Or do you just remember that they lost? Right? That's it. That's it. That's all you see. And that's all that matters because this team's going to get better. They're going to continue to grow. They're going to continue to evolve. Frankie Collins isn't done. 25 points and 6 steals. He ain't done. He ain't done. I'm telling you that right now. We got Requisite in the chat. One of Cal's players. How do I pronounce that? Amak looked like Totri. Put some Shady Rays on Amak, and it's a dead match. Is that true, Danielle? Is it spot on?
Yeah.
No shot.
Yeah,
really?
yeah.
Let's see what we got.
Just give me 1 second here.
Oh my goodness.
But yes.
Oh my
yes,
goodness.
it is
I'm
right.
kind of terrified. I'm kind of terrified that there's a dude that plays basketball at Cal that looks like me. Oh my shit.
Considerably taller though.
Oh my goodness. This is that's crazy. That's crazy. He's got the hair. He's got the beard. Wow, that's incredible.
I was skeptical when I first saw this, but then I don't
put
know
the
if
Shady
you. I don't
Rays
know
on
if
him?
you saw me like gasp while you were talking
No.
there.
Is this what it's from?
This is what it was. Yeah, this is what it was.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. Thank you for pointing that out, Requisite. Joe in the chat, we are fall 2023 Pac-12 basketball champs. Hang the banner now. Just like the LA Lakers and their in-season tourney. Hang the banner now. We'll take it. Season's over. Season's over. It's been great. It's been phenomenal. Nah, look, in all reality, we've talked about the ways that Arizona State can improve moving forward. But again, you got to enjoy the performance in the artistry that you saw from Frankie Collins. Because look, you go down this box score, you go down watching the game. Jemiah Neal, starter, 7 points. Lonzo Gaffney, 8 points, 2 of 10 from 3. Jose Perez, 9 points. Adam Miller, 9 points. Arizona State tonight scored 71 points. Again, Frankie Collins had 25 of those 71. That is absurd. Arizona State basketball players do not score that much. They don't score that much in a single game. Seriously, go back seasons. I challenge. Anybody in the chat, find me the last time an Arizona State basketball player scored 25 points in a game. And maybe Des Cambridge did something close last year. Maybe. I would say that's the only one that I can think of. Because Arizona State players simply don't fire at that clip. Again, he was efficient too. 10 of 17, 3 of 5 from 3. And I know I've talked about him a lot. I get it. But what he did tonight was special, and I want ASU fans to enjoy that and understand how amazing of a performance this was in a game where the Sun Devils were trailing by 16 on the road on a holiday. That means something, man. That means something. And it's special. It is special. Do you have something for me, Danielle?
In a stadium with literally nobody in there.
Literally.
It's hard to I don't think people quite put the weight on that they should. It's hard to get up for games like that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you're getting up, if you're you got your pregame playlist going on your headphones, you're all hyped up, and you go out there and you see it's a high school gym with like 3 of the players' moms up in the crowd, and that's
against
it.
the worst team in the conference.
Against the worst team in the conference, worst, one of the worst athletic schools in America. Like, absolutely. It's tough.
It is. It absolutely is tough. But this brings me to Aftertaste, Danielle. Your favorite segment, and for everybody that's new here, this is the most sus segment on the network. I will stand by that. So, Danielle, I'm going to ask you, what was alley-ooped into your tongue holster this evening?
Tongue holster is awful. That is one of the worst things you've ever said. Alley-oop, I was hopeful of where it was going. Boy.
This is a tough one.
This is a tough one because this whole game we were just like, it's a loss. And then all of a sudden, I had something planned for a loss. I didn't plan anything for a win.
Okay, I'll tell you what this is. And I don't know if maybe I'm aging myself here. I don't know if people still eat these, okay? But this tastes like the, oh my gosh, let me find the exact name. Bean Boozled? Is that what they're, the jelly beans? You know what I'm talking about? Do you know what I'm talking about? The jelly bean, like, challenge or whatever that it is?
That's
Bean Boozled, yeah. Bean Boozled. So you got the flavors. And the majority of these flavors, like, so if you've never had them, right? You've had jelly beans, jelly bellies, whatever. And they're like identical colors. Some of them are amazing flavors, right? Or they're horrible. Like I'm looking at a green one right now that's either juicy pear flavored or booger, right? So what this looks like, and I'm gonna do specifically the white one with sprinkles. Okay? Specifically the white one with sprinkles. So all game long, you're just eating these, right? You're eating the Bean Boozled, and you're like, how many of these dishwater flavored jelly beans, dirty dishwater jelly beans, can I get? And you continue time and time and time again until you're almost done with it. You're almost done with the container, and you're like, did I get a Bean Boozled that was straight just dirty dishwater jelly beans? And then there's 3 left. And you know what it is? You grab them all. You're like, you know what? If they're all dirty dishwater, I might as well just take it. And they all happen to be birthday cake flavored, and it alleviates the pain. And it's time to celebrate, right? That's what it is. You're celebrating with birthday cake jelly beans. That was what was alley-ooped into my tongue holster this evening, Danielle.
This kind of this is like a blow pop.
Okay.
But like it's a bad flavor. Like it's a flavor you don't like. So it's like the green apple blow pop that you just kind of have to suffer through, and then once you finally get there, you get some good gum. You have to it's something worth it, but you have to go through it to get it.
Absolutely. You got to go through.
You got to work.
Look, anything worth having, right, is tough. It's tough. It's a grind. If it comes easy, it's not worth having in the first place, right? And again, if you're an ASU fan and you've watched the entire season thus far, and you're like, damn, dude, we went through some shit. We've been through some shit. We watched some games. Not great. And you see the last 2 games, you're like, oh my gosh, remember when we lost San Diego? Remember when TCU beat us? When we had, 13 points at half? Like, you can enjoy this, man. You can enjoy this dub. And you're looking at an Arizona State team that's one of 4 teams in the Pac-12 that haven't lost a conference game thus far. And again, that is such an awesome thing to say. And Arizona State now 8-5 on the season. 8-5 on the season. And you got a couple more games where if you're an Arizona State fan, This is your put up or shut up time. So it's time to get to the Bobby board presented by our lovely friends over at Arizona Lottery. Don't forget to get out and buy your holiday scratchers. Let's go ahead.
Can I say something first?
You can.
I do want to say this is my favorite Bobby face.
Oh, God.
Of the year.
Let's see.
And I said this before the show, and you said I don't want to see it. I feel like I'm building it up too much, but this is my favorite Bobby face.
Let's see what the Bobby face. Oh my goodness! It's if you're listening on audio, pause and go to the show right now, right? And just it's quite literally that's the face that Bobby's making. Like, come on, dude. What are you? Oh, that's the face that Bobby's making. Oh my goodness! Let's go ahead and put that up one more time just so we could take a look at where Arizona State's been. Look, it was a rough stretch. You obviously have the entire second row complete now. You got the win over SMU. You have the 3-game losing streak where you lose to San Diego, TCU, Northwestern. You get the big dub over San Diego, the dub over Cal, and now you've got a tough stretch. Utah, Colorado, 2 teams that I had already mentioned. When you're talking about the undefeated teams in conference play thus far, you're looking at 2 of them. You got Utah and Colorado at home. Take care of business. We know now that Arizona State is capable of winning on the road. Take care of business at DFA. It's important to defend home court. It's important if you want to get people to continue to support ASU basketball throughout the remainder of the season going into 2024 for Arizona State to take care of business at home against Utah, against Colorado. And then you look at the rest of what they got. They got Washington, the LA schools, and Oregon. That is a tough 6-game stretch for Arizona State, but you got to believe with the way this team is playing right now. I'm not going to sit here and say they're hot, but what I will say is you're looking at a team that's got a lot of fight in them. You're looking at a team that they're not going to lay down, and that's what you want to see. You want to see a team that when it comes time to put up or shut up, they're ready for the challenge night in and night out, okay? Just like me. I'm ready to go, and I'm ready to win money night in and night out with DraftKings Sportsbook Guide. It is time for the parade in Pasadena. Tradition meets college football action in one epic bowl game. And with DraftKings Sportsbook, you can make every play count. New customers can score $150 instantly in bonus bets just for betting $5 on college football. Are you kidding me? Literally, they are going to give you $150. All you got to do is bet $5 on college football. And guess what? I hope some of you took advantage of the offer when Georgia played Florida State and you took that 20-point spread, because Georgia, oh my goodness, they sent Florida State to the moon in that game. What was it, 60-3 or 63-3? They beat them in. Florida State, seriously, it did not look like Florida State belonged in the college football playoff at all. And I know there's going to be people talking about Jordan Travis and transfers, whatever. Georgia had players hurt too. Georgia was missing players, headed to the portal, injury, etc. Georgia and the SEC, they own college football. They own college football. And guys, that's why my DraftKings Sportsbook pick of the week is Alabama Moneyline to take care of business and get it done in advance to the college football championship game. Go ahead, lock it in. Alabama Moneyline. Again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use that code PHNX. New customers can get $150 instantly in bonus bets for betting $5 in college football only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code PHNX. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-878-97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly on behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas. 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. League Pass reward issued as promo code to redeem subscription and must be claimed by January 15th, 2024. See DraftKings.com/promos for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Woo! Tribe in the chat, good day to end the year in Arizona. Absolutely. Look, if you missed the start of the show, we were celebrating. We were partying, okay? That's I mean, it's New Year's Eve. We're gonna party, right? I got the fit on and I got my Shady Rays on because that's exactly how you need to bring in the new year. And that's how we're gonna be celebrating for all of 2024. New year, and we're still on our Shady Rays. You can shop the entire collection at their brand new location, Kierland Commons, a full-stop shop for all things Shady Rays. And if you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There is no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back. And exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays, giving out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use that code PHNX for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Now, Danielle, normally on Fridays, we do this lovely thing called Hot or Not, but it's the last day of 2023, so why the heck not? Look, we're going to continue talking ASU basketball here in a bit. I promise you. But first, I want to do my favorite segment because, like I said, it's New Year's Eve. ASU basketball is on a 2-game win streak. They just won a 2-point game over Cal. They're undefeated in conference play. So let's just go ahead, get into Hot or Not. Naughty or Nice, presented by Arizona Lottery. Don't forget to get out and buy your holiday scratchers. Danielle, at PHNX, who this week was hot and who this week was not?
Ooh, who was hot and who was not? Not, I would say, is Damon.
Because he went on vacation?
Because he went on vacation. Yeah. He went on vacation to go watch U of A. Come on, get out of here.
I know, that's fair.
Get out of here. And
he just so happens to leave the building and Arizona State basketball wins. Just so everybody, look, if Arizona State loses their next game, it's Damon's fault. Come for Damon.
I still haven't quite forgiven him for the whole corn and flour tortilla debate
that's
that we
totally
had
valid.
a couple weeks ago.
Valid. So who was hot this week?
Who was hot? You were.
I'll take it.
You were. Did you watch that? Did you watch your show on Friday?
I'll take it, man.
Yeah.
I'll take it. Thank you.
All right. This is my favorite segment every week, so let's get into it. First one.
Ooh.
Sun Devils. 2 games in the Bay Area.
You know why I'm going to say it's hot? Because we own that shit. We own that shit. That bridge, that fucking bridge, that belongs to us. Thank you very much. It says, brought to you by Arizona State University, right there on the Golden Gate Bridge. That shit's ours. Now, look, it's hot for that reason. In reality, San Francisco might be the most overrated city in America. The prices to live there are ridiculous. Everything is on top of one another and clumped together. Cal Berkeley visited the campus, hated it. Stanford, come on, what are we doing? It's just overall, the Bay Area is not for me. Maybe there's people that love it. Let me know in the chat. Is the Bay Area hot or not? I'm going to tell you, look, because ASU got the 2 games over Stanford and Cal, I'm going to say it's hot. In reality, if they didn't, I'd be saying not, though. What about you, Danielle? You think it's hot or not?
I like the Bay Area.
For why?
I've only been twice, and I had a great time.
I mean, that's
kind of it. It's close to Lake Tahoe. Tahoe's gorgeous.
But see, can you say it's hot only because it's close to another place?
That's fair.
That's it's hot because it's a few hours away from LA.
Yeah, that's fair. It is like a 4-hour. It is like a 4-hour drive to Lake Tahoe. I enjoyed it. Oracle Park, where the Giants play, is nice, even though it is owned by the Seagulls. But I enjoy it. I'll call it hot.
Okay, that's fair. To each their own. What do we got for topic number 2 here?
Topic number 2 is New Year's Eve. Are fireworks hot or not?
Oh, man. I'll let you start this one off.
Okay, so I have some opinions on fireworks. Fireworks are only cool if you're in a place like Disneyland.
Okay.
Where it's the music and it's professionally done. I like fireworks at Chase Field. They're cool because they have music blasting. Otherwise, if you're just doing it in your backyard, no.
Okay.
Stop shooting off fireworks. You're scaring my dogs.
Stop shooting off your fireworks. You're scaring our dogs. Look, I'm going to go, ooh. This is a tough one for me. I'm going to say not hot as well. I'm not a big firework person. I'm with you. But I'm going to take it a step further. I don't think it needs to just be Disneyland. If there's a citywide thing that they're doing, right? I went to Boston a long time ago for their fireworks show. And they did it as a city, right? Or by a pier or something. Amazing fireworks show. I know they do fireworks shows across the world at certain times that are just remarkable. But I'm with you. If you're playing with fucking fireworks, cheap fireworks, outside your driveway at 12:05.
Yeah, what's the point?
No,
there isn't one. There's no point. All it is dangerous.
The kids don't give a shit. The only thing that actually happens is, like you said, you piss off everybody's dog, and then you're just a bad neighbor. So pretty much, if you like fireworks, you're a bad person. Pretty much, that's That's where we're going.
My dogs are perfect little angels, and I get like so incredibly overprotective with both of my dogs. So I get like actually mad at fireworks. Only good thing that fireworks ever gave us, like home fireworks gave us, is the put it in reverse Terry meme. Other than
That is funny.
Other than that,
Put it
no.
in reverse, Terry.
What is you doing? I live for that meme. Anyways, last one. Pop-Tarts.
Oh my God.
Are Pop-Tarts
Yeah.
hot or not?
Pop-Tarts are hot. Pop-Tarts are so damn hot, and I know everybody's getting back on them because of the Pop-Tart Bowl, and you just showed the mascot, the edible mascot. Pop-Tarts are a staple of any good childhood. They're a staple of any good childhood. And look, there are people that are going to talk about, okay, well, they're hot. What's your favorite flavor? They're going to be talking about the cinnamon ones or the chocolate ones, the frosted ones, the blueberry ones. Don't get me wrong, they're good. Give me the classic. Give me the classic strawberry. Like, that's just, it is so good. It takes me to a simpler time, Danielle.
Frosted or unfrosted?
Frosted.
Okay, I have a very I do love Pop-Tarts. I'm gonna say Pop-Tarts are hot.
But you're saying no frosting.
So you were saying people are like getting back on Pop-Tarts?
Yeah.
I never left Pop-Tarts.
You never
My
left
favorite
Pop-Tarts?
is literally everybody's least favorite. I love unfrosted blueberry Pop-Tarts.
Ew.
They're my favorite.
Well, that doesn't surprise me because we don't like anything that each other likes.
We have, like I said on the show before, we have wildly different flavor
My taste buds
palettes.
are in California. Yours are on Mars.
That sounds about right.
That's the separation between what Danielle likes as food and what I like as food.
That's what we always bought as kids, and so like it's really nostalgic for me. So like,
That's fair. How do you feel about like the little? So they got like Cheez-It sized ones.
I'll
like
eat any Pop-Tart.
That's fair.
I love
That's fair.
Pop-Tarts.
Well, look, there are Pop-Tarts that they make like protein Pop-Tarts, and I'm a big like protein snacks guy. Like I'll try them. Right, the protein Pop-Tarts not made by that company, dog shit. They're horrible. Sorry, Max, but they're horrible. They're not good. I tried one time, like I left a gas station. I'm like, let's try this, right? It was horrible. It was one of, I so much so that at one point I ended up at a Target with my mom one time. And like we were going through in that section, like the protein snacks aisle or whatever. And literally she's like, oh, what are these? I'm like, Mom, don't ever fucking touch those. Those are awful. Those are horrible snacks. You do not want them anywhere near your kitchen cupboard at all. But overall, I'll say Pop-Tarts are hot. They're just so damn good. Yeah,
I am
Charles
a
in the chat.
huge Pop-Tart fan.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that doesn't like Pop-Tarts, I can't trust. Now, do you warm it up or you eat it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Do
yes,
you
hot or
eat it
not.
out?
Are
Literally, hot or not Pop-Tarts.
I put them in the toaster, yes.
Okay. I've only done that a couple times. It's fire. I'm just more of a let me rip it out the bag and take it to school type of thing, even though I'm 26 and I don't go to school anymore, right? Unless I'm teaching. But that is quite literally our favorite segment on the PHNX Sun Devils show. Hot or not, naughty or nice, presented by Arizona Lottery. Again, guys, don't forget to get out and buy your holiday scratchers. But let's continue talking Arizona Lottery here for a second, because holiday scratchers from Arizona Lottery, they are the perfect item to bring in the new year, because you know what we love, maybe a tad bit more than an Arizona State dub. An Arizona State dub with some money, and you can't win these holiday scratchers if you don't play. And they're so cheap. They start at just $1 with top prizes up to $500,000. Talk about one hell of a way to bring in 2024. Guys, holiday scratchers from Arizona Lottery. If you ever see me in the streets, if you ever see me walking around, driving my car, I want you to honk. And I want you to say, Anthony, did you get your holiday scratchers? I'm going to tell you, I did. I absolutely did, and you should too. Go out, buy your scratchers today. Find a retailer like our friends over at Circle K near you at ArizonaLottery.com. Now, you do got to be 21 or older to play, but let's go ahead, continue talking Circle K for a second, right? Because we talked about the place you can go get your scratchers. How about the place where you can get even more than just that? They got a new free membership program called Inner Circle, where they're going to help you guys save money every single day. Save 25 cents per gallon on your first 5 fill-ups, and then after that, you're going to save 3 cents per gallon every day. Now, get every 6th free on a selection of Circle K products. We're talking pizza, coffee, ice cold, fountain drinks, and more, okay? Circle K. It's the thirst shop for PHNX. Join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app today. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. So just to recap, Arizona State beat Cal 71-69 on the back of Frankie Collins' 25 points, 6 steals. Arizona State, Pac-12 road sweep over the Bay Area schools. First, it was Stanford, then it was Cal. And you're talking about an Arizona State team that was on a 3-game losing streak. Bobby Hurley was on the hot seat. Look at him now. Top 4 seed as it stands right now in the Pac-12. One of 4 teams in the conference that's undefeated still. And they're not the Arizona Wildcats. Just to let you know. Okay? Now look, this brings us to the time where, the lights start shutting down. Everybody's saying last call. And it's time, Danielle, for closing time. Turn on that sweet-ass music. And let's get to the takeaways. We're going to keep it real short on this one. Keep it going. Because if you're Arizona State, if you're Bobby Hurley, when I'm headed back to that locker room, I'm wiping the sweat. I'm celebrating. I'm saying Happy New Year. And you know what I'm saying most of all when we get to January 1st, 2024? I'm saying keep it going. Don't let your foot off the gas now. And if I'm Frankie Collins, saying this is my team and I'm going to keep this going, you're either with me or you can ride that bench, because Frankie Collins is going to do what he needs to do to ensure that Arizona State is in every single basketball game. But guys, that's going to do it for our PHNX Sun Devils post-game show tonight. If you enjoyed the content, hit that like button. Give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow DJ Danielle at Abraca Danielle. We appreciate everybody in the chat. Hit that like button on your way out. Leave a 5-star review. 2 things. Go Devils and Happy New Year. Peace.
We all silly like the mayor.